Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about the War Within, and in particular, I will be talking about a new pet that you will be able to get during this new expansion. And this pet is, in my opinion, the most useful pet you'll probably ever get for a few reasons. So this little pet, as you can see, is Coppers right here, and this is this cute little kobold that is holding a little shield. And so the reason why this pet is so interesting and so useful is because, as you can see, this is a vendor pet, and so it means that you can interact with him and you will be able to buy a few things from him. And here, what's really interesting is the fact that first of all, you will be able to repair through these pets, but also you can sell different type of items directly to the pet. So here, as you can see, you can really sell any type of items and he will accept to get this type of items, and you will like that be able to sell all the different items you don't want from your inventory. So it's important to note that this is not the first time that we're getting a pet that can actually sell you things and that you can interact with. For instance, we have the Ethereal Soul Trader. The only difference is that, for instance, with the Ethereal Soul Trader, you cannot repair and also you cannot sell anything to him. You can only buy things with the currency that the trader is using. We also have the different guild heralds. And here again, the main difference is the fact that first of all, you cannot repair from this pet. You can sell different type of items, but this pet has a 4 hours cooldown. And so you will only be able to get it for a short period of time. And then you will need to wait another 4 hours before you are able to summon him again. And so here it really means that unlike these other pets, you will be able to summon and use this pet all the time. And also keep in mind, you can use it inside of dungeons and raid instances, and also in any places where you cannot use, for instance, your Mammoth from Wrath of the Lich King or your Yak from Mist of Pandaria mounts, and you cannot vendor things from all the vendors on these mounts. So all in all, this is a really good pet and something that I would definitely recommend you to get. One good example of why this pet, for instance, can be very useful, let's say for gold farming, is the situation where you're farming a dungeon again and again, and you have to enter the dungeon, farm all the mobs, loot all the mobs, then exit fast, and then reset, and then start again. In many cases, you will at some point have to go and vendor all your different items because you have too many in your inventory. And here, you won't have to lose time anymore. You will be able to simply summon coppers, sell everything, and then you can start again. So again, this is something that is going to be very useful. And same, let's say for instance, you're doing a raid and at that moment you really need to repair and no one has anything to allow you to repair, then you can summon coppers and you will be able to repair like that. And the last thing that is important to note is the fact that anyone can actually interact with the pet. So it means that, for instance, the members of your groups and everything will also be able to use coppers in order to repair and sell their things. So now let's talk about how you can actually get this pet. And as you will see, it's very simple. So the first thing that you need to do is to complete all the different campaign quests from the Isle of Dawn, which is the first zone where you will arrive. As you can see, it's right there. And then at some point you will be asked to go in the Ringing Deeps. And when you will start doing all the different quests in the Ringing Deeps, again, only the campaign ones, you will start playing with all the different kobolds and you will have a few quests with the kobolds. And at some point, one of the quests will reward you with this new reputation right here, the Assembly of the Deeps. You will receive automatically 2,500 faction points, and so it will bring you to Renown 2. And this is exactly what you need in order to start farming this pet. So here, as you can see at Renown 2, you will be able to unlock every day Snuffling. And this is something that will allow you to snuffling, which is an art of digging for wax. And wax can be found anywhere in all the different zones of the new continent. So this is something that will be very useful because basically when you unlock this, you will have to go in Grindargrass, the main city in the Ringing Deeps, and you want to come in this building right here. And as you will see, you will be able to talk to Gnawbles. And Gnawbles is the one that will sell all these different items, including Coppers the Kobold. And in order to buy this Kobold, you will need one of the Firelight Ruby. And the way you obtain this Firelight Ruby is by contributing to the wax contribution. and it's something you will be rewarded from when you reach 100% with the personal rewards. So the way you are contributing to the wax contribution is simply by farming some of these items right here, these different odd glob of wax. And as you can see, when you have enough, you can then contribute, and every 5 it will give you 10%. So it means that in total you need 50 of them. So now the way you can get some of these odd glob of wax is simply by flying around in again any of the zones of the new continent, especially the ringing deeps. And sometimes you will see this little pile of wax on the floor, and usually you will be able to see them from far away because they're very glowy and purple. And all you have to do is to click on them. Sometimes you will directly be able to then click on the pile and receive the odd glob of wax. Sometimes you will have to defeat enemies, and some of these enemies can be a little bit more difficult than others to kill, and sometimes you will get 5 at once. So this is something that normally should probably take you maybe just like less than an hour. It's very simple again to see all of them from far away because they're very shiny and glowy, and there's quite a lot in all the different areas, and they respawn pretty quickly. One interesting thing as well to note is that you will also receive tons of other items when doing that, including a lot of the new materials. So it's also a pretty nice way to make some extra gold. And so again, when you have all the different wax that you need, you want to come back, talk to Middles, and here you want to complete your personal reward. You will receive the currency you need, this ruby, and then like that you can go and buy coppers, the kobold from Gnawbles. And after that, you can summon coppers and do whatever you want with them. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. I would strongly recommend you to try and unlock the art of sniffling as soon as you can when you start questing and leveling up in the War Within, simply because next to coppers, you will be able to also buy a lot of other cool rewards from the vendor using this ruby, and so through all the different power-up acts you will be able to find. And also, as I mentioned, in all the different continents, so in all the different zones where you will be playing and leveling up, you will be able to find some of these different pile of wax, and you will be able to get other type of items, including some good materials that you will then be able to sell on the auction house. So definitely something that I would recommend you to unlock as soon as you can, because like that you will probably be able to get a lot of them just by traveling around and leveling up your character. So I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a good day. Bye!